I'm Susie Whitworth. I'm the director of the Division of Infectious Diseases at Cook. We have been seeing patients with hepatitis C virus infection for about 25 or 30 years total, of all ages. In the early days, there was nothing that could be done for them. In the mid to late 1990s, we were part of a research study where children were given interferon and ribavirin. The interferon was a weekly shot, and the ribavirin was a medicine that they took by mouth twice a day. And those trials went on for about a year. That was how long the children had to be on medications. The interferon had horrible side effects. Every week they would get a shot. We would have to time it carefully so that we knew they were going to get sick when they got the shot with fever and flu-like symptoms. And we had to time it appropriately so they wouldn't miss school. So these kids would get a shot of interferon on Friday afternoons. They would be sick all weekend. They would go to school, and then we would do it all over again on Friday afternoons. And those kids were on that medication regimen for a year, and they hated it. It was miserable. And at the end of that time, we learned that it was maybe 50% effective in curing their disease. And so that was the only approved treatment for use in children for the last 20 years since that trial, because sometimes it worked, but not great, and the kids were sick. And then in the last 5 or 10 years, there have been oral-only medications that have come out for adults. The data in adults shows that different combinations of these medicines, lodipisphere and sofosbuvir in particular, but many others in adults, are taken for anywhere from 8 to 24 weeks on a once-a-day basis. And the cure rates are 95 to 99% for those adults. The side effects are minimal. They do really well. They take their pill every morning. They go to work. Everybody's fine, with a great cure rate and without a lot of side effects. And so we were, of course, very interested in using this on our kids that are infected here, because now we've been seeing these kids for decades. And they've come and gone, and they've grown up, and we still have a large number coming and going here. So when it became an opportunity for us to enroll some of our patients in trials to use the adult medicines with the adult, what we hoped were going to be adult cure rates and a lack of side effects, we jumped on it. And we started about 2.5 years ago with the pharmaceutical company Gilead. They are doing an international study. We are one of the sites in the United States, but they have sites in Europe and Australia and all over the world for this study. They broke the study up into 3 groups. The teenagers from 12 to 17 years of age were studied first. I believe we had 10 people in that first group. There were only 100 internationally, so we really had a big chunk of those kids here at Cook. We gave them the medicine. We have followed them now for a year or 2. It is our sincere hope and belief that they are cured. The final long-term data is not finished yet. And then we finished the 6 to 11-year-old group within the last year or so internationally. I think we had 3 or 4 of the group internationally in those kids. Same results. We hope that they're all cured. We're waiting on long-term data. They did really well. They felt well. They went to school. And we just started the trial for the 3 to 6-year-olds, and that's brand new internationally. And we have 1 child in that study and are waiting to see if they will have enough spots for us to enroll more. We would like to enroll more in that study. Over the last, I think, week or 2 in the news, FDA has approved the use of these drugs for teenagers because that data is in and it was safe. And so we're really excited about the results that we have, and we're really excited that this is going to be available to the pediatric population in the future. This disease is potentially devastating if it's not treated long-term, looking at cirrhosis, at liver cancer, at liver transplants for some people, to cure them while they're in the home with their parents who can help them remember to take their medicine once a day for 12 weeks. Is what we're hoping for, that they'll be cured and they'll be done and they won't have a lifetime of a disease like that and a lifetime of dread, for some of those kids. So I would say for sure this is the most rewarding thing I've done in my career. I've been here 21 years and we love it and we're thrilled about it, and we want to keep keep participating in this research and working towards everybody getting cured.